It slides into your playlist like smoke under a door. Chris Brown's Under the Influence. That beat, it's pure hypnosis. A velvet whisper promising late nights and tangled sheets. The ultimate demon time anthem, right? But pull back the curtain of seduction for just a moment. Listen closer. What if this isn't a song about passion, but about possession? What if the influence isn't just desire or substances, but the intoxicating, dangerous pull of emptiness? Because beneath the smooth vocals and the undeniable vibe, there's a chilling possibility. Under the Influence isn't a love song. It's a confession. A glimpse into a cycle of craving connection, but settling for consumption. And the most disturbing part? That desperate need to possess, to control, to numb the void, might feel terrifyingly familiar. This isn't just Chris Brown's story. It might be the dark reflection of a relationship that left you wondering, was I desired or devoured? Act 1. The chemical haze, the allure of numbness. Effin' Robitussin, I don't know why this shit got me lazy right now. It starts in a fog. Not romance, but chemicals. He's not falling in love, he's slipping under. The drug metaphor isn't subtle, it's the foundation. Because let's be honest, haven't we all felt it? That person who feels like a drug? Intoxicating. Disorienting. The high is incredible, the craving undeniable. And you know deep down, the crash is coming. You know it's going to leave you wrecked, hollowed out, staring at the ceiling at dawn, wondering how you got there. Can you stay up all night? F-ing me till the daylight. On the surface, it's physical. But listen to the need beneath the request. This isn't just about pleasure. It's about obliteration. It's a plea for distraction, for noise loud enough to drown out the silence inside. A desperate attempt to feel something by feeling someone. Maybe you've been there. In that room where the touch felt electric, but the connection was a flat line. Where intensity masqueraded as intimacy. Where you let someone use your body like emotional anesthetic, hoping proximity might somehow magically become presence. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Under the Influence isn't just celebrating sex. It's illustrating the desperate act of trying to fill an internal abyss with someone else's skin. A temporary fix for a permanent ache. Act 2. The blueprint for obsession. Love versus fixation. You've been on my mind, we've been on a line, trying to make you mine. It sounds like devotion, doesn't it? But feel the subtle shift. It's not partnership, it's pursuit. Not connection, it's conquest. Notice what's missing? Her. Her thoughts, her feelings, her agency. She's an object of fixation, a target. The energy isn't collaborative, it's predatory. The goal isn't to build something with her, but to acquire her. This isn't intimacy, it's obsession wearing a mask of desire. It's the terrifyingly common dynamic where someone needs you, not for who you are, but for the validation you provide, the emptiness you temporarily fill. They don't love you, they love the relief you offer from themselves. Chris isn't describing a relationship here. He's mapping out dependence. Baby, you can ride it, ooh yeah. Every line dances on that razor's edge between passion and power, pleasure and possession. And for too many of us, that dance is dangerously familiar. We've mistaken volatility for passion. We've stayed, hoping the intensity meant depth, only to realize we were just caught in someone else's storm. Sometimes, the addiction isn't even to the person. It's to the chaos. It's to the cycle of being pulled close and pushed away. It's being hooked on the feeling of being intensely wanted, even if you're never truly seen. Act 3. The echo chamber of chaos. Chris Brown's history. To truly grasp the song's chilling undertones, you have to zoom out. Chris Brown's narrative is a whirlwind of stratospheric talent and deeply troubling patterns. The headlines, the controversies, the cycles of public apology and private turmoil. They paint a picture of a man seemingly wrestling with immense internal chaos. I can make it hurricane on it / honey bands make it rain on it. Even his metaphors are steeped in turbulence, control, and distraction. Storms. Money. Constant motion. It feels like the frantic energy of someone terrified of stillness, terrified of what surfaces when the music stops and the lights go down. Could Under the Influence be more than just a fantasy? Could it be an artistic echo of a learned pattern? The impulse to control, to possess, to use intensity as a shield against vulnerability? A legacy of using pleasure, perhaps, as a defense mechanism against deeper pain or loneliness. And doesn't that resonate? Haven't many of us encountered love that felt more like a hurricane than a harbor? Been pulled into orbits by people battling their own demons, only to end up as collateral damage? Loved fiercely by someone who didn't know how to love gently? Act 4. The lingering sting. Why it hurts even when it's not love. Here's the twist that hits hardest, usually in the quiet moments long after the encounter is over. It still hurts, even when you know it wasn't real love. Under the Influence captures that specific, lingering ache. Not the pain of a traditional breakup, but the hollow sting of realizing you were fundamentally misunderstood. Or worse, not understood at all. I can make it hurricane on it. He boasts about his impact on her, but reveals nothing about his feelings for her. It's all action, no emotion. All power, no partnership. She exists as a recipient of his intensity, not as a person he connects with. And maybe you've been her. The late-night text, but never the morning after vulnerability. The intense encounters that left you feeling emptier than before. The one who poured yourself out, hoping for reciprocity, only to find a void staring back. You mistook the storm for the weather of love, when it was just a storm. The song isn't just Chris Brown's confession of addictive desire. It reflects back our collective experiences with relationships where we were treated like a fix, not a future. Where we were loved like a high, temporarily chased, inevitably discarded when the effect wore off. Act 5. The seduction of self-destruction. The uncomfortable ending. Ultimately, Under the Influence isn't about longing for connection. It's about being lost in the labyrinth of unmet needs, where the addiction to another person's body becomes a way to avoid healing your own soul. And the most insidious part? It sounds incredible. The beat is hypnotic. The melody is seductive. That's why it went viral. Because pain, obsession, and toxicity wrapped in a beautiful package are often irresistible. We consume it. We vibe to it. We might even call it goals. But what we're really hearing is the soundtrack to emotional entanglement. A man possibly confessing his own patterns, and perhaps unknowingly, mirroring the patterns that have wounded so many of us. When Chris sings Under the Influence, maybe the real question isn't just about substances or lust. Maybe it's, have you ever needed someone or something so badly, you completely lost yourself in the pursuit? Forget the vibe for a second. Think about the feeling. What specific line or part of Under the Influence resonates with an experience you've had, where intensity felt like love but left you feeling used? Share that reflection in the comments. Let's talk about this complicated reality. And if you know someone who gets lost in the vibe without seeing the potential warning signs, or someone recovering from a relationship that felt more like an addiction, send them this video. Recognizing the blueprint can be the first step towards breaking free. Want to explore another song where vulnerability might be a mask for something darker? Check out our deep dive into Drake's Marvin's Room, the echo chamber of regret. They might be different artists, but the echoes of loneliness and toxic connection are hauntingly similar.